Okay, so tonight I think we will work on getting the motor mount back on. I was able to press in a new insert. I took it to work and did that. Now we will try to get this back in and get the floor jack out from under it, and then maybe tonight we'll put on the bracket for the AC compressor. So let me get you down there and we'll get set up for this. Maybe we're better off coming down here. Yeah. There we go. One of these bolts through up here by the timing cover. This top one. And we have the socket head bolt. I'm sure there's some torque spec on this, but good and tight should do it. Let's not lose that. There it goes. Box end on there. All right. Okay. While we're here, let's get the through bolt in here. May have to manipulate the jack. Okay, that motor mount is back in there. Got the bolt through it, and you can see lined up how much higher it sits. Next we will put on the power steering pump AC compressor adapter, really alternator, the bracket that holds everything on here. Let's try to get you in position. We'll get that thing put on. Anyway, clean this thing up. It sits right on top of that. 2 bolts down through there, but one thing we do not want to forget before we put this on is right here, this T-bolt, which I briefly lost, goes through the water pump housing, through the water pump, and that is what holds part of the timing cover on. Do not want to lose that thing. So this will go on. I'm probably have to pound that down in there, and then those 2 bolts hold it to the housing. So we'll get that on. Okay, those two bolts are in. Bolt through there is in. This was a little T-bolt I was showing you. That bracket holds that thing in there so you can get the nut for the timing cover on. So I think we're going to call it quits for tonight. Okay, the bracket's back on there. Those bolts are in. I left this loose till we get all that wrestled in there. That bolts through. This is a little T-bolt I was talking about. That'll hold the timing cover on. A lot of people will change a water pump and forget that. Okay. So I poured some coolant in it last night, and so far none has rolled out onto the floor out of anything. I think what we'll go after tonight, I was hoping to get this done tonight, but we're running out of time and energy. So I think tonight we will go for putting the timing belt back on. But before we do that, I want to replace the crank seal down low. It has obvious signs of leaking. These typically aren't a problem, but for whatever reason in this car it is. So while we're here, we will do that. We'll have to take off the jack shaft sprocket right there. So we'll get that off. And I could try popping this out in the car, but I think I want to just pull the whole cover off. I think it'll be easier in the long run. So let me get set up and we'll get this pulled apart. We're going to try to remove this without taking that jack shaft sprocket off, just to see if it can be done, because it's kind of pissing me off right now. So let's get the this bottom power steering bracket off here. Probably need to clean it up anyway. Menagerie of bolts here. A 13mm head here. And we will need to pull these out that come up through the oil. Double as oil pan. Mounting bolts. Alright, I'm going to pull those out. I honestly don't remember if this will come out or not. I'm going to have to get something different to pry with right there. See if a carpentry tool will work. So I guess no, I need to get that jack shaft sprocket off there, because it needs to clear that. So it's proved to be a pain in the butt so far. Maybe I can get a better angle down here. Perhaps we can try the carpentry tool. Hold back against that bolt right there. And let's not bust some knuckles. That's a pretty good wedge. Get some additional leverage on that thing. Try the old double wrench method. There we go. This is one of those things, it's not real tight, but to get it broken loose, it's a massive pain. It should just slip right off, and it does. And look at that, that seal is not leaking. Just this one. So let's get that out of there. Oh, there's a dowel pin right there. That's why it's being a pain. So it never would have come that way anyway. All right, there we go. So I'll go get this in the parts washing machine and we will clean it up. Okay, so that's freshly cleaned up. I guess we should make sure that we have the correct one. Again, Mr. Rhines provided a seal. Been quite a popular person on this channel, so that kind of fits in there. Let's hope that that fits. We're going to use a wasted 912 main bearing. I think we can knock this right through. Or is there a lip? There doesn't appear to be a lip in there. Let's try the inappropriate nut driver and see if that'll knock it through. Alright, so that's pushed out of there. And for the installation, we're going to try another 912 wasted main bearing. And we'll set that below, just so we don't pound it all the way through. That's the new one. Give it a few taps. Since that's recessed, I need something to support the back. That's what the wasted 912 main bearing is going to do. All right, let's get this back on the car. I dabbed a little bit of RTV on the corners, just in case it doesn't want to seal right there. A little oil and seal, so it's not dry when it goes on. And should slide right on. Now, good thing I video this because I don't remember where all these bolts go. Pretty sure that one goes there. I believe those two capture the timing belt cover. I think that one goes there. And double check that. Good Lord. Yes, that is correct. Keep forgetting about that other motor mount up there. And then these go in the oil pan mount. So I guess I need to suck these down first. Down on the dowel pins. And there is this. I had one that goes in there. Tell you what, just for amusement's sake, I will find the Torx back and we will torque those.